Hi, I'm Becky Tinsley, the Deputy Director for ONS Local. So, what is ONS Local? We're an analytical advisory service for local leaders, like councils and mayors. Essentially, we support them to access local level data. We have analysts based in regions around the UK who work closely with local leaders. This means people making decisions locally can get the right data, statistics and analysis to support their work. We provide 5 key service offers. Firstly, analysis. We can give advice on analysis, support local projects and gather feedback from our users to help shape what the ONS works on. Secondly, data. We help people find and use local data, and we can guide them through our data platforms, connecting them with other expert teams at the ONS. Thirdly, networking. We run regular events focused on key analytical topics where we share our knowledge and expertise. We also use our expertise to support evidence-based decision-making. Fourth is strategy. As we sit in central government, we're in a great spot to understand and align strategic priorities between national and local decision makers while listening to our user needs. Finally, building skills and capability. We support and advise local colleagues on the opportunities available across all our service, helping to grow skills. We also want to improve what we offer over time.
ONS Local first started working and consulting with Business South in 2023. Discussions started around creating a bespoke geography for the economic hub that Business South represents, called the Central South. We advised on the geographical building blocks and data consequences of geography choices, and with a bit of back and forth, a Central South geography was finalised.
Business South is an independent representative of businesses in the central south of England, supporting the prosperity of the region by bringing together business leaders, educators, public bodies and entrepreneurs to create a dominant and powerful force for growth and innovation. The central south for us is the whole of Hampshire, the Isle of Wight, West Sussex and Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole in the west. We have been in existence since 2006 and next year we celebrate our 20th anniversary. Increasingly, our focus has been on promoting the Central South region on a national and international stage. And to speak to government, it became clear that we needed a data set that was credible and matched our geography. We approached ONS and were delighted when they agreed to help us.
Our analysts started by looking for data that matched the themes Business South wanted us to focus on. Things like population, health, transport, housing and the economy. Once we found the sources we needed, we filtered the data to only include the local authorities that fall within the Central South area. You can see where the Central South region sits on the map here, which also shows the population of that area. According to the 2021 census, the region is home to around 2.7 million people, and that's grown by 5.6% since 2011. This is slightly below the national growth rate, which is 6.3% across England and Wales.
We promote our region on an international stage at events such as MIPIM Cannes and Expo Real in Germany. Having informed data such as a population figure and other key insights has been a great conversation starter for us. When we started looking at a refresh for the data, we asked ONS to provide information on the birth of businesses in the Central South and also, sadly, the businesses that have closed.
We use data from the ONS Business Demography release, which is put together by our Business Registers team. It includes all sorts of stats about businesses across the UK. Things like how many are active, how long they survive, and what sectors they're in. For this piece of work, we just used the business births and deaths data. We filtered the data to include only the local authorities that fall within the Central South region. Then we worked out net business births by taking away the number of closures from the number of new businesses in each area. We pulled it all together in Excel, and that's what you can see in the table and chart here. What this tells us is that most local authority districts in the region saw a decline or very low growth. Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole had the highest net gain, with 220 more businesses opening than closing. However, several areas like Fareham, Basingstoke and Deane and Southampton actually saw more business closures than openings, with Southampton showing the largest net decline of around 170. This gives us a snapshot of business activity in the region and may reflect wider economic pressures or local challenges, which may be affecting enterprise growth. To complement the previous findings, we also looked at a number of businesses closing down across local authority districts in the Central South between 2021 and 2023. For this topic, we see Southampton, Basingstoke-and-Deane and Bournemouth, Christchurch and Poole had the highest numbers of business closures during this period. Most areas also saw an increase in closures from 2021 to 2022. This could be due to different economic pressures like inflation, the cost of living crisis and the end of any COVID support that businesses were receiving. But many areas saw a drop in closures from 2022 to 2023, which could be a sign that businesses were starting to recover. For example, Southampton and Basingstoke-and-Deane both saw 12% and 27.5% fewer closures in 2023 compared to 2021. All the data sources we used are publicly available and can be found on the ONS website.
Working with ONS on this data set has been fascinating. The team has been so accommodating and helpful, and the data is being quoted by ourselves and is available through our website, so it can be accessed by businesses in the Central South region.